Ew, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? So, with this week's episode of Red Zero, we really get to see another good look at the past and just what these characters have endured after all this time of just pretty much thinking or knowing one thing was going to happen and pretty much it not coming true, right? So, knowing that there's so much we can take from all of this is regardless of who is right or wrong, everybody's doing this for their own purposes, and that's definitely the hard part, probably for everybody here, is that what they're doing, they feel like it's right. So, overall, they're not doing something that they think is unnecessary, right? Like they truly feel like some of the stuff they're doing is actually the only thing I can do, or it's the right thing, right? Like it's the thing that once they do it, it's going to be for the best. So this type of stuff has definitely had some interesting backlash when it comes down to these people thinking they know one thing and pretty much finding out it's something entirely different. But with Roxwell, him and his past with the Witch of Greed actually um, it's like missing some parts, right? Like clearly there's some stuff that there's in there that we still haven't learned as to what happened between her and the dude that showed up at the place that forced the century forced the sanctuary to need to be finished. So it's those types of things that they're keeping sealed away with their information because clearly they could have just showed us like what happened, but they're like, nah. We'll just save that for like next week or something. You can understand this character a little bit better. But regardless, I do love the way our main character really gets to express himself throughout this whole situation of just how things are going and how he feels about it because he has the right to express himself because when he does, it usually turns people into friends instead of enemies. So overall, him speaking his mind is definitely just going to lead to um, everybody maybe turning to a better side or everybody pretty much finding out it can't be that way, right? Like, you're going to find out real quick that regardless of whatever you try to do with this Roswell or whatever you try to do with our main character, they're just not going to yield, right? They're just going to keep pushing forward. They're always going to try their best for their woman, which makes more sense on the reason why Roxwell was saying they're so similar. It's because they're willing to bet it all on these women, right? Like they're willing to truly, truly say like, hey, if it was up to me and her, I'm going to throw it all away for her, right? And it makes sense that he would do this, seeing how, how the story started and where we came from. It's been such a long time since those, like, pre episodes of learning what the curse was, all the way up to trying to get this girl, Emilia, to even acknowledge him. Now we're at a point where she literally is in love with him, and we need to figure out a way to save her at any cost. But we're learning so much about everything, so it actually does feel like we're getting somewhere at the end of the day, and doesn't just feel like something that um, we're just gonna be stuck. No answers for really long times, but with Emilia conquering her trial, it only, excuse me, it only leads us that much closer to actually seeing where this end game of this Sanctuary is going to go, because if you told me the Sanctuary was going to be this super long arc, I definitely would not have believed it. Right? I'd be like, how long could it be? There's not much to talk about, right? There's not much to give information on. So, hope y'all are having an amazing day, night, evening. I will be doing a mass video for Log Horizon for sure. The other problem is World Trigger actually never ended up coming out, so either they're just gonna drop one episode and keep it pushing, or we might end up seeing uh, multiple episodes drop to maybe make up for lost times. I am not sure. I am just guessing, but I would hope that they would. But because of the earthquakes and whatnot, is why World Trigger didn't drop. So I don't think I will ever drop that show. It's just things popped off and I couldn't get out to you. So I hope y'all are having a good one, and I will definitely talk to you sooner than later. Peace.